Good Sunday morning. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those of you who are new, this is not a political poll. This is a spiritual poll. This is what started out me just reflecting on the nature of things and how I can be a better steward of this lifetime. And it's grown that we have a collective of people that come together, and we are now sharing ideas and opinions and energy that raises the vibration of the planet. So it's no longer me just talking to myself, but it's everyone that is watching gets to contribute. And so as we slow our breath down, as we shift our energies from the 3D to the 4, 5, 6, off we go. And we've talked about the new energy that's coming in March, this new shift. And when I think of this, I hear what's hanging me back, what's keeping me from just jumping in and going with this new energy. I want to go. I'm there. Sign me up. I've got my name on the list, but it's still on the list. I've been hearing a lot about doubt. What if I let go of all my doubts? Now, sometimes I think I'm good. I don't have any doubts. I'm good. But then I think about my upbringing that was in a very religious household. How much is that still hanging on to me? I bet a lot, more than I realize. So let's go ahead and look at the cards. How do we how do we get the most benefit out of this new energy? And what I've been hearing this last week as I've been asking that question is let go of your doubts, let go of your fears. And I go, but I don't even know what my doubts and fears are. Well, I kind of do. I'm not telling. Maybe I should. But we all have that. It's afraid of making a mistake. It's afraid of being small. It's afraid of being insignificant. That's so stupid. Oh. And that's probably the wrong thing to say. Why should I say, you have this feeling, me, Danny, and then call myself stupid for having that feeling? That, again, brings us down to a smallish level. What if we never called ourselves stupid? What if we never had doubt as to what our purpose was? Okay. Let's drop the camera down. I want to show you what I have to help us through this. And these cards just spark some ideas, right? Just give us something to think about, something more to think about. The 3 decks that I'm using are the Enchanted Map. I thought that would be good to have a road map. The Prism Oracle. I like pretty colors, even though I mislabel them sometimes. See? Back again. And then I'm using the Galactic Heritage deck because there is such a galactic energy shift that is part of this time. And I mean, you can see it in the not the Hubble, the James Webb. And even in the Hubble telescope just kind of opened our eyes and goes, wow, that's big. And then the James Webb, it's like, whoa, that's huge. And it's actually changing our perception of what we thought was solid physics, solid science. I heard somebody says we need to rewrite all the physics books. That's pretty big. So what do we need to rewrite in our own awareness so that we can fully embrace the energies that we're moving into? It's exciting. It's huge. So the 3 columns that I have, these 2 are kind of the same. What no longer serves us and what we need to let go. And I'm feeling when I labeled those, which is 3D-ish, it feels like they can almost be blended. So don't really stick to the label. It's something that no longer is work and let it go. And because we have so much of it, there's two columns. This column is what to embrace. And again, what I find is interesting is this card flew out as a challenge to this card. So we have way more things to let go, challenge, and just what to embrace. Let's see what we get. So what no longer serves us is the compass. Dang. I really like compasses. They tell you the direction no longer serves us. The directions that we perceive, the rules don't apply anymore. Yeah, we still have magnetic north for the time being. Some people are saying that is shifting, and it does shift all the time, right? There's deviation tables. When you go to a nautical chart, there will be the date where the North Pole is at a certain degree, and you have to use calculations because the magnetic north changes. We need to let our compass go. We don't need it anymore. What else should we let go? Flow. Wow. Let go of the flow. You know, and as we get into more of these cards, I will get a clearer picture of what flow means to me. And again, I think I may have said this, these images, these cards, they're your cards to interpret the way you interpret them. My interpretation is for me and for people who want me to interpret the cards. But if something strikes out at you, then by all means, you have to go with that. All right. What to embrace? That's the challenge card. What to embrace? Oh. Solar consciousness. The solar system. Parallel. So I look at the parallel and I see the parallel lines. And if we think we need to be using our compass on a certain line in this flow, well, maybe not. Maybe we can be in any of those lines. And maybe we could just be dots, either on the sand, be a piece of sand, or be a star. That's another reading that I could go to, and it'd be more of a journey. Is there a difference between knowledge in a grain of sand and a star? I would say they're both equally as powerful. So we have our solar consciousness, our solar system, and in the center of that solar consciousness or solar system, it looks like there's water. Interesting. And this time that we're shifting into is all, we're going into Pisces. There is water with Pisces. Fish gotta breathe. No, swim. So what is the challenge here for this solar consciousness, for us tapping into this solar consciousness? If we let go of our compass, if we go with the flow, no matter where it is, no matter if it's the sky, the sand, the water, and we jump into the solar system, what is kind of the challenge here? Fear. Doubt. I can't do it. I'm scared. What's in that solar consciousness? What if we knew not to be feared? Feared. And these two cards are parallel. So why not just go with this one, the solar consciousness versus the fear? I'm thinking that the fear has a purpose to us in our galactic flight, so to speak. And it's the primal fear, it's a fight or flight mode type energy. But what if we were just observing and not jumping into the primal fear, but went in with a discernment of, let's just wait and see. Should I be running? Should I be fighting? Or should I just watch and stand in consciousness? Moving on. What no longer serves us? Change. Really? Huh. What no longer serves us? What we should let go of. I'm blending these two a little bit. Is it the image of change? What we're going to be changing into? What we want to change into? Maybe we're hanging on to that image too tightly. Maybe we want to be a ghost. What should we let go of? What no longer serves us? I'm going to keep going because, I can make some things up with this, but it doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right to me. Primal fear. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. What do we let go of? Change, spirit. Change no longer serves us. Oh, Mirror reflection. Got it. Thank you. 99. Mirror reflection. Zeta Reticuli, the future. We're searching for a change. We're searching to tap into spirit, to tap into creative forces. Let us hear, let us find this spirit. But it's within us. That's where we're going to find this ghost, this spirit. It's not outside of us, it's inside of us. We come from source, so of course there's no change. We are source energy. We are spirit. But it's not outside of us, it's inside of us. Oh, thank you. Wow, 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 wow. It's just a mirror reflection of ourselves. All right. The last one, what no longer serves us, what should we let go of? That we are at rock bottom. It really no longer serves us. Oh, do I have the card upside down? Oh. Because what's bottom? What's bottom but only a top for somebody else? Sweetness. Oh, I like sweetness. I don't want to let that go. How sweet it is. Okay, I'm not sure about this. Again, hopefully I'll get some clarity in this card. Melting pot. So when I think of the melting pot, it's just not all good. It's just not all sweet. Just as in this card, these two cards, the solar consciousness and the primal fear, I said, I feel that the primal fear has something for this solar consciousness. They'll work together. I don't know if I articulated it correctly, but they do work together to give us a better sense of what it is. This melting pot, it goes back to, it's not just sweet, but there is a top to a bottom. There is a sour that goes with this sweet. And it may not be, if you take just the sour all by itself, it's yuck. If you add it with the sweetness, you get a sweet and sour. Sounds like a margarita. All right. Hey, has anybody noticed that their dietary wants have changed? I'm speaking of margaritas, I am finding that margaritas, I know this is going to come as a shock, no longer serve me like they used to. I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. Do you want one? Yeah, probably not. No. Hey, we're going to go out to a steak dinner. You want some? No. I'd rather have some vegetables, I think. I don't know. I'm just, that's a shift. As we go into this new energy, things are shifting. We need a new compass. We need a new definition of what flow is, because it could be sand, stars, or water. We need to, I know I keep saying need. I'm lost for the word. So we need to be aware of this primal fear of fight or flight. Go with the flow and be in that solar consciousness, the unity consciousness. Change isn't what we thought it was. It's just a mirror reflection. We don't need to look outside of ourselves. And we need to blend all of this together, the good and the bad, the top and the bottom, for our new future in the melting pot. Okie dokie. Just gonna put a little heart right over the ghost. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday with Spirit, for being a part of this. Have a great week. Carry it forward. Peace and love.